like and subscribe button because of this YouTubey something or others, something something important. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
Hi, it's me, Sam, and this is by Hook or by Needles. And this time around, we're using, yes again, Hobie. Not sponsored. Have I ever said that yet? I don't think I have. I am not sponsored or affiliated in any way. I just happen to have bought a pack of their, or 2 packs of their Christmassy cotton for purposes of fun. Okay, so this is Hobie. Christmas Friends Cotton 8/4. That is a 4-ply. It is also a number 1 superfine or fingering yarn. I have been using a 3.5mm hook, but have decided that today I'm going to use a 3.25. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like it, okay? I'm going to start off with our red. Oh dear. We've got the star of the shows making an entrance. She may very well cut across the table like she usually does. And if you don't know who that is, if you're a first timer here, that will be my kitten, well, cat name, Maggie. Come on then. I've made room for you. No, you're too afraid to go up that way. Oh, okay, you're going behind the chair. That makes a change. Anytime anything new or different is on the table, she tends not to want to go on the table. She's used to my yarn being on there, but I had this magazine laying here this morning, and she was like looking at it and thought, nope, I'll go down the arm of the chair, round the back of the chair, and off again to her little spot by the window. Okay. Yep, 3.25mm hook. And we're starting off with red. Slip knot, magic ring. And we are going to do 3 chain. And I will be doing 12 double crochets in total, counting the chain 3. So that's my first double crochet, that's my second, third, fourth, fifth. What I am making is, I suppose I should tell you, shouldn't I? This can be either an ornament or a coaster. I would imagine you could possibly make it a placemat if you wanted to go big enough. But yeah, so I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now I'm not going to pull it all the way shut because I haven't finished yet. I just want to check that I've got 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I always count the V's, not the stitches. I find that's more accurate and less likely for me to make a mistake. Into the last 2 stitches, the last 2 stitches will be trebles, or in the UK, double trebles. Then a chain 1 and another double treble. Pull it shut, join to the top of the chain 3, which was our first double crochet, and we are going to fasten off. That little wasn't my stomach. That little what? There we go. It was again. That was my kitten having a grumble. I'm just going to fasten that off, and I'm going to pick up some white to do the next round in white. Slip knot. We are going to start in the center with a double treble or a treble, depending where you're from. Chain one, another treble, and I'm going to do 2 doubles into the corner as well, or the point, whatever you want to call it. You look silly. You got my ribbon over your head. You're going to chew that, aren't you? No. And then we're going to go into this first stitch, and we are going to do 3 double crochets. I heard you the first time, yeah. I heard you having a grumble the first time. 1, 2, and 3. In the next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets. Now she's coming down to investigate, I think. Nope, she's still not going to come down because the magazine is still there where she can see it. And we're going to do 2 double crochet in the next, I think, 8 stitches. Yep, so we got 16. So 2, 4, 5, 6. That says having a scratch. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here she comes. She's been brave. 12. 13, 14, and there she is. She's making an appearance. Thank you, Maggie. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then 2 more in there. 15 and 16. 1, 2, 3. We should have 3 left. 1, 2, 3, and then into our chain 1 space we're going to do another 2 double crochet, and we are going to join to the top of that first treble or treble or double treble, depending on where you are from. And again, we are fastening off. Oh, did I go start it the wrong way? Oh no. Okay, now, next round, this is where we're going to grab our multicolored slip knot. Once again, we're going to start at the point with a treble or double treble, chain 1, and another double treble or treble, 2 double crochet, and then it is 6, I think, just go into the first stitch after the corner or the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6. Is it 6 or 7? 2, 4. Oh, okay. We should have missed that first one. My apologies. Oh well, I'll give you a chance to practice your double crochets. So we do 6, but we skip the first one. Every time I do this drop, I always forget whether it's miss or do that one. But what I do remember is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that the increase comes in the second stitch of the increase before. So we're going to put 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Single, 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Oops, sorry. I was pulling on my yarn and hit the camera, which was a bit silly. And 2 more. Which way did you go back around the top of the chair again? Or did she come backwards? I can't remember seeing her go backwards. She must have gone around the long way. Okay, and we're just going to go all the way around, putting another 2 double crochets into the second of the previous round's increases. And this gives us that lovely Christmas ornament, teardrop ornament style. Now the reason we are doing these increases around the base is obviously the base is a circle, and so we want to keep it flat, so we would treat it like a circle. Now if you were doing just an ornament at this stage, you might finish it here, and I'll show you how. I'll talk about how we do that when we get there. Now, as you can see, we've run out of increases. So we had on this side, because we want to keep it symmetrical. So you had 1, 2, 3. Hang on, sorry. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should have 6 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We do. Brilliant. I love it when it works out. And how am I going to do this one? I'll go in there, I think. Okay, and then we still need to do 2 more to finish off our point. We're not going to fasten off unless you were doing an ornament. we're going to join to the first double crochet, double treble or treble, depending on which part of the world you're from. Now we're going to sort of pear-shaped, teardrop-shaped ornament. If you want to turn it into an ornament, I suggest you just maybe do, you know, a V shape with your tinsel in there, slip stitch into the center of your V stitch and tinsel, do a chain and come back to the beginning and fasten off, just to get your little loop for your ornament. But as we are making this a coaster, I'm going to do another row, maybe even two. Don't you yarn bar on me. It's threatening a yarn bar. Oh, dear. Yep, it's threatening. It's threatening. I just loosen it up when it does this, and usually, I can't pull it through that way, can I? White, get out of the way. Oh dear, we'll see what happens. Yes, okay, I avoided it. Right. Okay, so I want to slip stitch into the center again. This time I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to do another double crochet, then I'm going to do my treble. Chain 1, okay, skipping the first stitch, I hope. Like I say, I can't remember I can never remember if it's skip the first stitch or go into it. So we're going to skip it and see what happens. Hang on, we can work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, so we skip it. How did I work that out? I'll explain. I've gone back here. I know that my last increase will be in the second stitch of the increase before. So I count the stitches to this end, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know I've got to do 9 stitches there. To keep it symmetrical, I come back over here, I count backwards. Here's where I'm going to do my first increase. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That stitch isn't counted, therefore I skip the stitch. I've been doing my Christmas grocery shopping list. I wonder how many of you have got to that stage yet. Normally I would have done it, the list at least finished by now. But I was meant to be going to my mother and father's next door for Christmas Day. I'm going to do an increase in the second stitch of the previous rows increases. I was going to go there Christmas Day with my son and his girlfriend, but my mother has now been decided to go to my brother's instead on Christmas Day lunch. So I'm now to fend for myself. But it's all good because it means I don't have to leave the house. Oh, I'm terrible. I haven't left the house since last Christmas, and I might get away with not having to leave the house this Christmas. Oh, joy. But we can have whatever we like. It's just absolutely fabulous. Because normally my Christmases are divided, excuse the wobble, are divided between making sure things are non-gluten because my mother is allergic, non-lactose because my mother is allergic, no meat because my mother can't digest it properly, and vegan because my daughter and her girlfriend or fiance are vegans. So Christmas is an absolute nightmare normally, because it means normally my mum's pretty good. She'll say, look, I'll just spend for myself, you know, I'll grab something from the freezer and, you know, just whatever. But yeah, so you've got to have vegan friendly chips, vegan friendly dips, vegan friendly crackers, vegan friendly everything. And then you have to have this, you know, a normal stuff for the people that don't want to have vegan cheese or vegan whatever. But this year, they're in England for Christmas. Unless they surprise me. Oh, please don't let them surprise me. As much as I would love to see them both, I couldn't handle a surprise at Christmas. Not that sort of surprise anyway. So we're going to have crayfish, which we can't have because obviously they're vegan, but we wouldn't be able to have it even if they weren't vegan, because my daughter's girlfriend is Jewish, and my daughter is actually converting to Judaism. So I don't think they're allowed lobster or crayfish. But we're going to have crayfish. We're going to have prawns. I've decided it's completely cold. It'll be a completely cold lunch. So it's going to be, crayfish, pre-cooked prawns. It's going to be salads. I'm going to, that's the only thing I'm going to have to make is a green salad. We're going to have a salad. We're going to have a potato salad, which I will hard-boil some eggs to cut up in, because I love hard-boiled eggs in a salad, potato salad. We're going to have coleslaw, and then I thought I might even do a pasta salad. And then we'll be able to have a proper Christmas pudding, you know, not a non-gluten one. We'll be able to have non-vegan custard. Oh joy, it's going to be an absolute, just, the cost alone is going to be halved from not having to buy all these special vegan stuff or gluten-free stuff. It's a nightmare. I hate Christmas, I really do. It is a complete and total nightmare, people. But who am I preaching to? I mean, you probably already know this anyway. You probably all have similar issues in or family dietary needs that you have to all deal with. You know, it's just one of those things, but it does tend to make life a little bit more difficult for the host when, you know, but yeah, it'll just be the three of us Christmas Day, my son and his girlfriend. Well, 5 if you count the 2 cats. 9, wasn't it? I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, do we think that's big enough for a cup? Whoops. It's big enough for my Scooby-Doo cup. If it's big enough for my Scooby-Doo cup, then it's big enough for a cup, because this is a whopper of a cup. Okay. So we are going to join to the top of the third chain that made our first double crochet and fasten off. Ow! We're going to stab ourselves with the scissors and then we're going to fasten off. Okay. What I'm going to do though, I'm not finished. You say, oh no, Sam, are you sure you're not finished? I mean, that is the end of our coaster. You could, if you wanted to make it look more like a ornament, I could put a little bit of silver up there just to sort of show that that's the silver clasp for the ornament. But what I'm going to do is a little bit more fun, I reckon. And I enjoy doing this, and I hope you do too. I'm going to, between my 2 double crochet and my treble, put my hook in there, and I'm going to pick up my slip stitch, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in, pick up the yarn and pull it through. Whoops, hang on, I need to, where's the end? There's too many ends here. I should have sewn them all in before I tried this bit. Okay, and I'm just going to keep going into there, into the back, and what I'm going to do is at the back, I just pick up the yarn and pull it through, and I pull it through. I'm going to do that all the way around. You should be able to feel for it once you, you know, get away from all the other ends. It's easy enough to sort of do. And I really like the way that this makes things look. I don't know, it sort of tidies off the joins a bit, gives a bit more of a finality between the joins. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think it looks good. So we're just going to add this bit of decoration. Whoops, I didn't pick up the stitch, didn't pick up the yarn behind. And my son's quite funny. Every Christmas for as long as I can remember, since he was a wee lad, he used to. I used to get the Twiggy salamis, and then if you don't know what a Twiggy salami is, it's just those little, you know, about that long, I guess, and they're really thin salamis, the salami sticks, and you know, which are cut. And some of them are very spicy, some of them are mild. I normally get the mild ones because, but ever since he's a little boy, when I first bought them and put them out at Christmas, he ate the lot, and I was like, you are going to be so sick tomorrow. And he wasn't, but he absolutely loves the little Twiggy salamis. So, oh dear, what have I done now? He loves the Twiggy salamis. So every year since then, he's like, are you going to get Twiggy salamis? And I'm like, yes. You know, and today he asked, the other day he asked me again. And I said, look, when have I not got them since, you know, the early 2000s? I've always got them. Now, when we finish off, when we come back to the beginning, what we need to do is we go into the V. So we're going back into that slip knot or slip stitch with our hook, like that, okay, to the back. we're going to make sure we get the other ends out of the way. We're going to pick that up and pull that through to finish it off. Then we go back again and we make a little slip knot, and we feed that to the back, and that just sort of finishes it off, I think, quite nicely. Okay. Alright. But we're not done yet. Oh no, we're not. I'm going to do some white. And I'm going to do the white. Where am I going to do the white? Should I do it around there? I'll do it around here. And it can be done, you know, between any, really. You can pull it up. I'm going to start at this end where there are no ends, because it's going to get pretty packed down the other end for sewing in ends. So there we go, our first one. And like I say, it really can go quite quickly, and yet I think it really does add a nice sort of border almost to the coloured sections, and sort of snazzies it up a little bit. And it's very easy to do. It is called, there is a name for it, but I'm sorry, for the life of me, I cannot think of what the name is. If you know what the name is for it, please leave it in the comments so that others can go there and read the comments and see the name of it. It's probably just called something like an over chain or a slip chain or something like that. That's what I would be calling it. Now, if you are going to do this as an ornament, it might pay to use your good old fabric stiffener, which I've used a few times already. This isn't going to flap around very much. It's quite sort of unflappable. Sorry, I'm just being silly, but yeah. You know, this one's a bit bigger, even without the extra couple of rows, it's a bit bigger than this one. So you might want to, you know, stiffen it with a bit of the fabric glue or fabric stiffener, whatever you decide to use. I like that one because it is child safe. So it's a job that you can sort of, if you are making lots of ornaments, you know, it's a job you can get the kids to do once you're finished. You know, let them get all messy. Kids love getting messy, especially at Christmas. You know, let them get their fingers covered with glue so they can peel it all off when it dries, and yeah, pretend like they're peeling off their skin. Remember when you used to do that as a kid? We used to paint the backs of our hands with glue and then peel it off. Yeah. The things that used to keep us amused, as kids. But there you go. Well, it used to keep me amused. Okay, into the stitch that we started off with. Yep. Pick up the loop. Oops, almost finished it off the wrong way. Finish it off that way. Take it through to the back to sew in. The ends, where's the other one? Once the ends are like, you can blah, blah, speak properly, Sam. You can sort of see the ends at the moment, but once you actually sew away the ends, they move up out of the way a little bit better. So, are we finished yet? Yeah, we're finished now. So I'm just going to sew away all my ends, and then I will have a nice Christmassy type coaster, which is big enough for my biggest of mugs. So, yep. It's very egg-like, isn't it? You could almost do that as yellow and yellow, the red and the white as yellow, then those two rounds as white. Then you've got an egg for Easter. Yeah, just saying. Easter's not that far away now, really. Okay, I won't bore you by making you watch me do away my ends, because, yeah, I know how much most people hate watching people do away ends, so I'll leave it there. That's the lot. Hopefully you enjoyed that little one. It was longer than yesterday's, which was this one, but hopefully, yeah, you liked it. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe, and I will say bye for now.
Hi, my name is Strawny. Did you leave a comment so we can have a little chat? That would be very nice. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.